Alright, this was unexpected. I was just came in here to look at what's going on. Some green skeletons aggroed on me. I killed them, and it spawned the key guy. I believe this is the guy that drops the key. Didn't mean to do this, but it's happening. So I flipped on the recorder real quick. But it is slippery in here, so you just slide around. So this should be the key. Oh, he drops a shitload. I guess for the full group? A whole group's worth of keys? Anyways, well, we got a key now. Other people can probably loot that when it rots. Cool, I guess. I don't know. I came in here just to see what's going on in here. Everything's green pretty much, and there's a couple of light blues. But that mob, he spawns when you kill a mob in here. And I thought on P99 it was just the wolves. You kill wolves and he spawns. That could be wrong. But he spawned after killing a skeleton. Anyways, now we can go to the second floor. But I don't want to. I don't know. I'm not down to go to the second floor. See, here's a light blue. These are like the highest level stuff in here, I guess, or these light blues. The respawn's pretty fast. Now, anyways, I heard that, you know, some quest items can drop here. Mantis Toboggan. I have no idea what these guys are doing. I guess maybe they need the key? I have no idea. I don't think so. I have no idea what they're doing. But they've been here hanging out for a while. Obviously, this dude needs his body. I guess we'll kill this guy. It's not slippery over here, so I like it over here much better. I need my sit ticks. There's dogs back here. So I guess it's like a super duper rare chance for some of the quest items to drop in here. So it's not likely. Anyways, everything is like light blue or green now because I went and leveled up a bit elsewhere. So we're not going to stay here. If I want to do the quests, also the stuff in here is strong. Like the greens in here are like legit strong. I have to heal my pet multiple times on a green. Compared to the light blues and greens we were killing, and even the dark blues, those Drollvargs and Furiona Vi. Dude, that's the spot, man. Those mobs are so easy. It's crazy how easy that is. I guess they do need the key per chat. I mean, I don't know why they didn't kill it. Well, when he spawned, I think he aggroed on them first, and they just ran away from it. I guess not to steal my kill, maybe? I don't know. Well, I'm solo self-found, so that's probably the play. I don't know if they know that, but... Because if my corpse is rotting, they can loot it, but if their corpse is rotting, I can never loot it, right? So... Maybe they did me a solid without me knowing. Anyways, Scythe. That sells for pretty good, right? 13 plat. Let's go, baby. Anyways, yeah, so, I don't know. I don't want to hang out in here and kill greens and light blues. So, probably going to skedaddle. And find somewhere to level. But if I want to get the eye patch of plunder, if I do want to do that, then I have to farm stuff in here. It doesn't have to be on floor 1, but I'm scared of floor 2. It's a bunch of casters and shit. I think some of them, I don't know, I was watching Cynical's video. I think some of them have harm touch. I think some of them 100% are enchanters, and they'll take you over, they'll charm you, and then that kills your pet. And then, yeah, they're all looting keys now. And then when it kills my pet, they'll walk me back to their mob of people and just stand there. And then when charm breaks, I'll get gangbanged by a bunch of casters. So I just can't risk that. I just can't do it, you know? Just something I can't do, so. And I think once we get to the second floor, the library, which I think is this one here on the bottom left on the map. Trying to make it easier to see. Right here. I believe this is this is the library. So you start right here on the bottom. And then I think the exit is like this yellow dot over here. Now, okay, the exit to Iceclad Ocean is right here. So it actually has it on the map. I think this yellow thing is a trapdoor, invisible door, or whatever. It's a fake wall. You click it and it opens like a door. And then right here in the middle, I think is the mirror to get to floor 3. Obviously, you need to get a key from one of the mobs, the Angry Librarian. But anyway, so you spawn here and your exit is there. And this thing is full of fucking mobs. So like once you get up there, you got to kill your way to the exit, or you just got to book to the exit. But they're casters. If they see you, it doesn't matter if you LOS them. There is no LOS in this game on the initial cast. As soon as they start casting, it don't matter if you LOS them. You're done. You're SOL, if you get what I mean. Anyways, so yeah. If I want to get those items, then I need to sit here and farm like greens and blues. I mean greens and light blues. And oh man, I just don't know, dude. I don't know if I want to do that right now. And I don't know how rare they are. I gotta like find out. Maybe I can ask like, is it 1 in 100 mobs? Is it like a fucking forest loop where I'm gonna be here for 7 days and not find one? Or is it like, you know what I mean? I really don't know. So anyways, all right. Well, I got the key. I guess I just wanted to show that just in case who the hell knows what happens and we end up on floor 2. Or maybe we end up on floor 2 on another day when we're higher level. I doubt it, dudes. But anyways, all right. Oh yeah, since I guess this is the beginning of a new episode, we're level 43. We're 6% in. See, the XP is so good in here. This is like the best XP in Velius. This is like the best XP, one of the best XPs in the game right now. The Zem in here is off the charts. So even though like I killed 1 dark blue and like some light blues, I'm 6% in. That dark blue honestly probably gave me 3 or 4%, and then everything else is giving me nothing. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy XP in here. Unfortunately, there's nothing for us to kill for XP besides a rare spawn. Alright, dudes. I need more info on the Eye Patch of Plunder if you're out there. One, there's too many people here. There's a bunch of 60s or higher levels. There's 3 60s. They're all on this floor and they're all killing everything. So they're looking for the eye patch pieces themselves, just running around killing everything down here. And so it's hard for me to kill stuff because they kill stuff instantly and I take time. But I've looked up all the mobs, like the skeletons, the shades, the dogs, and PQDI doesn't say they drop anything. Or well, like the map fragments. Now it's to my understanding that they do, but I just don't see it on their drop table on PQDI. I don't know what the map fragments are called. I have been able to, you know, look up the quest, but at the same time on the quest, like I don't know why it shows me the container. It shows me the oh shit! It shows me the completed map, but it doesn't. I need to get somewhere where I'm not sliding around. It doesn't show me. What's this guy at? Oops. See if I can hit this guy with the tainted breath. Hurry that along. Same here, I guess. But it doesn't show me like the individual fragments, so I don't know exactly what they're called. I guess I could look it up on P99 and maybe get the info there. But I would rather reverse look it up, like look at the fragment and then look at who drops it, you know. But I was told you can get it on floor 1. I've looked up every mob that's on floor 1. And any day now, bro. Fuck. And I'm not getting any help on PQDI, so. So just let me know in the comments, I guess. Does just all this shit drop it? Like, what's the drop chance? Am I gonna spend an hour here? Am I gonna spend 6 hours here? Also, it's a little tough because there's a bunch of high levels here killing the same shit I am, even though I just got 3 mobs at once. Maybe I'm not even killing the right thing. Maybe the skeletons don't drop it. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Heal the pet here. And heal myself. What would not be ideal is if this guy dies and spawns the big dog. Then again, actually I invite that because he gave me like 3-4% last time I killed him. Which is pretty good. So let's see. Shadow Bone Staff. What was that? And this guy. Not bad. A parried. Oh, it's a rusty scythe. I did not kill this guy. No. The dogs are tough as hell. Like, even the green dogs, they're so strong. It's crazy. Is there another one in here? Oh shit, he just spawned. Like, they're so strong that I don't want to kill 2 at once. They're freaking strong. Now they're green, so I should be able to pull 1, right? Watch. See, watch how strong these are. Hopefully I just pull 1. Yeah. So my pet, oops. Oh man, I don't have buffs on. I only have so. I screwed up there. No wonder I was getting my ass beat by the green skeleton. Or the 2 green skeletons. I don't have my armor on or anything. Okay. Now they're not too crazy offensively. I think it's mainly the fact that, like, I don't know if these guys have a ton of life or what. But, like, their life just does not go down. My pet's fully buffed. And they're green. Like, all I'm saying is the green dogs from, who are not like super green, they're only like fresh green, right? Because there is light blues as well. The Drollvargs from Furiona Vi. My dog would kill him like so fast. But on this one, like, I have to end up healing my pet once or twice throughout the fight. We're actually getting some procs here, so that's not bad. But as you can see, we're gonna heal my pet now. And by the time the fight's over, I might end up healing him again. But he's actually landing a decent amount of procs here, so I think we're fine. But I had another fight where he just wasn't landing procs, and I had to heal my pet twice. I mean, I don't care. I'm just saying, like, there's like a huge difference between these green dogs and the other green dogs. Like, this green dog is like as strong as a blue one in Furiona Vi. Oh shit, this guy's a named? Zalgodi? I don't think I slowed him. Let me slow him. I'll put another dot on him. Even though this guy seems to be easier than the other dog. Jesus Christ. Just trying to get some mana here. Yeah, anyway, so I don't like being in here blind because I'm not getting any XP. So I'm just gonna go level somewhere and kind of wait to hear back from you guys, or I can, now that I know, I think I know I can do pieces of the Iceclad map. I can like look that up, P99, pieces of the Iceclad map. Maybe I can reverse engineer it. Are they all called the same thing? They're all called pieces of the Iceclad map. This guy dropped shoes. 3 AC, 1 stamina, 1 charisma, 3 agility, 5 mana. It's pretty dog water. I'm just gonna leave him there. Somebody else could loot him. I don't think anybody wants him, but neither do I. So maybe that's what it is. They're all called pieces of the Iceclad map, maybe. But then here's the thing, is when I click on pieces of the Iceclad map, for drops from, it doesn't have anybody. So that must be a turn-in, right? Related quest, the lost map. So first part of Iceclad map drops from a dire wolf stalker. Second part drops from Stormfeather. Third part, you turn it into Bloodmaw. And the fourth part is from Lodazul. So the Lodazul one is supposed to drop in here. So it's called fourth part of an Iceclad map. So let's fourth part of an Iceclad map. It comes up. It says Lodazul drops it. All right, so you see what I mean? I got no help. This one drops the key, right? No. Negative. Sorry, my guy. Is he rooted? He might have been rooted. God damn it with these fucking skeletons all the time. So the... Oh, God. 3 skeletons? Alright, fuck this. I'm out of here. I don't even care anymore. So anyways, the point is, PQDI is not doing me any favors. It's not telling me what in here drops the map fragments, and I don't want to sit here and blindly kill shit that doesn't give XP to figure it out. So, if any of y'all know, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to go level and make use of my time. So yeah. Let's do that. Alright, so I'm in Eastern Wastes. I'm at the Rygor camp, the entrance to Crystal Caverns. You know, I'd like to kill the Geonids in there. Pretty sure people are already in there killing Geonids, but I'd like to check it out. And they're pretty deep in there. I don't know if there's a fast way to get to them or not, but I figured we'll just go in there and scope it out. I want to kill this giant, though. I want his weapon. That's probably a Velium weapon, so... Well, that monk just... Or is that a Necro? Let's kill this giant here. Oh. We need to put haste on my pet. I was in the middle of medding up, and this is the last spell I need to put on my pet. That I'll probably continue medding after we kill this giant. This is where you zone out. When you zone out of Crystal Caverns. At least one of the zone outs. The zone in is around the back here. Or where does it say? Yeah. I think we enter, we go around, and then there's a little, like, snowball dealy. Came here on the Necro on P99 as well. Wanted to kill some Geonids, but they were always camped. And it's probably going to be the same on this server. They're probably always going to be camped. But what the hey? Check it out. Oh shit. Oh, it's a guy. Thought that was a mob coming up on me. This giant seems to be really strong. He's running from a mob. Or two. Or he's pulling? Might be pulling. I don't know. Stop this guy again. This guy is strong as shit. So I was thinking, I mean, we're gonna have to kill our way in there. I don't want to get crazy. I know some of these orcs like heal and stuff. I don't know which ones, so I'm gonna look into that. The emissary apparently is a warrior type. I'm assuming the legionnaire and centurion are warrior types. But I feel like I remember there being caster types or healers specifically. Because I did kill stuff on the necro outside out here. Oh, he's not running. Okay, let's get him to run. This guy must be a decently high level. My pet is now light blue to me. Did I already say that? I think I did. So it's going to be a long push to 49 when the pet's already light blue. So we gotta kill low level stuff so that it just doesn't destroy my pet. My pet hopefully can proc on stuff. But speaking of procs, we want this weapon here for the procs. Oh, someone trained. Someone might have trained into here. Let's go look. Oh, they have them right here. Shit. I mean, we could see how strong this guy is. I don't know how strong these orcs. Anyways, okay, so I'm gonna med up a little bit, and then I'll see about killing some of these orcs or going into Crystal Caverns and seeing what's what. Looks like we got an old-fashioned group in here. That group from outside, I think, moved in here. It's Mantis Toboggan again. Nice. All right, so we're in Crystal Caverns. I got hit with Insidious Malady outside. I don't know what I aggroed on my way in. I didn't see it. My pet ran after it. I think something aggroed me through the big building, through the wall. A Rygor Oracle. I don't want to fight oracles. Also, zoning out is kind of sus, because you zone out where mobs can be. Unless we zone out of the Geonid tunnels, but that's... Now, I know there's like a pit in here somewhere in the front. I don't know if it's a pit we can see or a pit we can not see. Not see? But I don't want to die from falling in a fucking pit. So I'm scared. That guy's green. Unless this is the pit? This must be the pit. Okay. Okay, this is what they're talking about. You can like jump down that pit and skip a bunch of the zone. I don't want to get too close. I'll aggro shit and it'll all come running for me. Alright, so this stuff's actually light blue and stuff, so we have to navigate and hope the pet can figure out how to keep up. He doesn't have a sew because we're indoors. I'm only assuming we can't sew in here. I didn't even try, to be honest. Ah, fucking Oracle in the way. This guy's gonna be a pain in the dick for sure. This is a dead end. It looks like on the map. Yeah, on the map it looks like a dead end, so... What's this? This must be where we go, or this is where we came from? This is where we came from, okay. Let me do a little better paying attention. So we'll make a right. I kind of don't want to be in here. I'm scared. I'm scared of dying or something. Wait. Oh. Let's see if we could just not aggro this guy. That might not be the play, but... Because then you might get more than you... Okay. Now the other guy might pat back, and then now we have two, kind of thing. Alright, so... Let's see. I think we're gonna go this way. Unless we need to... Yeah, I honestly don't know. This place is a maze. Haven't been here in a while. A couple years ago on the P99 Necro. The fuck is that? 10 hit points range slot? I mean, okay. A mining pick, which sucks, and a jade earring. I mean, we'll take the 10 hit points in the range. Why not? Oh, fuck. God damn it. Ah, god damn it. He resisted. He's but a green. I gotta get in here. Otherwise the pet's gonna be indecisive and kill both at the same time. It's not like these really hit me too much anyways. Pretty weak as fuck. I mean, they're green, but they're pretty weak. Iceclad wouldn't be a bad idea. There's still a lot of like blue wolves. There's even some swirly boys that are still blue, and then there's all those giants that we were killing, even though the giants are pretty tough. Not the worst idea. Honestly, Furiona Vi, somehow I would probably still level faster than anywhere else. That place is actually... That's going to be a staple for me in the future, I think. The mobs are so freaking weak. It's crazy how weak the mobs are there. I think I just heard someone run by. Damn fizzles, man. God damn. Don't even see these guys. They just like pop out of the middle of nowhere. So there's some spiders like down at the bottom. I'm thinking the spiders might be dark blue. Then we're gonna hit the town. Which the town itself is scary, because they don't really like anybody, but they don't hate anybody either. But it's still just uneasy. I'll just say that. It's a little uneasy. Then we'll try to find the Geonid area. There's another one. What do you know? pet, I guess. Well, someone killed one right there. This might be just a big fat waste of time. I mean, likely. Probably. But hopefully, is this slippery? No. Let's see. There's someone right there. A necro, or a shaman, I mean. Supposedly, if you jump off, you aggro a ton of shit. So, we don't want to do that. A topaz. Seems kind of baller. Somebody's killed their way this way. So that's good. It's less crap that we have to kill. Do we want to go that way or this way? What does the map look like? I think we want to get to the bottom, right? The pet's gonna run around if we jump there. We could jump down to that dude, maybe. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. I don't remember. I think on the necro, I just invised and ran everywhere, you know? If we jump that, if we shoot that gap, then the pet's gonna have to figure out how to get down. Can the pet figure out how to get over that? Oh yeah, okay. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. Those are light blues. Can we skip those? Okay. Oh, fucking Oracle? Damn it. God damn it. I resisted his ass. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna dot him. Oh. Oh boy. Yeah, of course you're gonna heal my guy. Let's try to get another dot on him. We gotta out DPS his heals. Which it looks like we've done. We also have Slam. Alright, so let's let the pet fight that guy. Exhilarating, right? Killing a bunch of greens. I feel like we were just doing that in Furion of I. We were actually getting XP there, though. I think we're onto something, though. I think we're gonna get down to the bottom this way. A brick of Velium, that's right. Okay. That's dead, but that guy's alive. That guy's alive. Is that going back up? Dudes, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here. Fuck this. I'm just gonna get lost. I'm gonna aggro too much shit and not be able to zone out because I don't know where the fuck I am. Or I'm gonna have shit behind me. You know what I mean? I just don't want to do this anymore. My sow's gonna run out, you know? Let's kill these two, and then I'm gonna pause it. I'm just gonna get out of here. Oh. I tainted both these dudes. I need to get these guys together somehow. There we go. This isn't going to be comfy, and I don't need any oracles running up on me, because that is bad news. In other news, my piercing is going up pretty decent. Alright. So now my pet could be on that dude. I can med up a bit here. I think I'll heal my pet real quick like. Sometimes Shift S doesn't want to work. You just walk backwards for some reason. Alright, so now that that fight's over, it's just going to be greens on the way out, which shouldn't be sketchy or exciting or anything. So I'm going to pause for now and get on up out of here. Alright, so just checking in. This has actually been a pain in my dick. And I'm low on mana. And I'm surrounded. I could zone back in, but I don't want to, because then I'll have to get a new pet. This fucking guy is coming straight for me. He casts? He's a caster? What was that? Alright, come on, man. So, can't get too close to the walls. So what happened is I zone out of here, and there's a mob right here. And he aggro's on me. And of course I don't have a pet or anything, I just zoned. So then I zone back in, I wait, I zone back out, he's still there. So he doesn't want to leave, so then I say, fuck it. Let me zone back out. I was able to get a pet off, because he missed me, luckily, a few times in a row. Got my pet out, got my pet to get aggro. Started buffing my pet. These dudes are dark blue. Except for that one. So I ended up killing him. But he comes out running. And there's shit out here. There's a thing at this tree, there's a thing at that tree, and there's a guy straight ahead. And this guy straight ahead, I think, is a caster. I think that's who was casting on me when I zoned in. Anyways, managed to kill him without aggroing anything. Then I come over. Then I come over here and I'm fighting the guy that by this tree. And I'm sitting by this wall. I was casting on my pet. I start hearing, and I'm just like, Jesus, there's like stuff walking outside of the walls. So then I come over here. Finish off this guy, and I'm like, all right, I need to med up because I'm really low. And then sure enough, come around this corner, there's fucking dervish bone twisty boy or whatever comes over here, and I'm just like, man, he aggroed from outside of the wall. So then I'm fighting him, and I'm sitting here, and then I start hearing a giant, you know, walking right outside the fucking wall. So I'm like, Jesus, so I can't sit by the wall or I'm going to aggro shit that's outside of the walls. We got another pack coming over here. the Legionnaire was a beast. The Centurions don't seem to be too crazy, but the Legionnaire is an absolute beast. There's probably 2 blues right here, like we saw. So that's that's something I have to be prepared for. I can probably get around this guy. But I'm gonna probably... Fuck. One's a light blue? Alright. So what do we want to do here? Do I just run and... Do I just zone? You know? Do I just leave my pet behind and zone? I think that's what I'm gonna do. So long, my pet. I don't want to deal with it. We should be able to navigate back to Iceclad without aggroing anything else too crazy. That guy's hauling ass, though. Not gonna lie. Yeah, so Crystal Caverns was a bit scary, and then upon man, what is going on? Upon exiting Crystal Caverns, there was a point in which I aggroed 2 light blues, and then so I was fighting those, and then another light blue pat came in while I had 2 light blues on me already. So I had 3 light blues. Luckily, none of them were oracles, because that might have toasted me. But that was difficult. That was a little scary, but I was able to take down the 3 light blues. And then I meted up a lot. I was tapped, so I meted up. That was close to the zone line. So if I had to, and I made the dash for the zone line, I may have zoned out, and then that mob would have been outside. So then I would have had to zone back in, and then my train might have been there. And I might have been stuck zoning in and out, and that could have been dangerous. It didn't come to that, but if I got in trouble inside, that's probably how it would have went. I don't know how it would have ended. So then I met it up by the zone out, and then I zoned out, and then realized there was a guy waiting for me, and yada yada yada. So anyways, there's not a lot to choose from. We have the Great Divide, we have Western or Eastern Wastes, and then we have Iceclad. Beyond that, I mean, we have Crystal Caverns, but I'm gonna say that's a no-go. Like, man, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going, how to get there. It's a fucking maze. The map doesn't help. There's shit everywhere. It's got death written all over it, even if they are greens and light blues. You know how EverQuest is. So, that's just a no-go. So either I can just kill wildlife in Eastern Wastes, or I can kill wildlife in the Great Divide, or I can kill wildlife in Iceclad. Or I could just go to Kunark or the classic zones. Anyways, just wanted to update. Oh yeah, one other thing though is when I aggroed those 3 light blues, one of them was dual wielding Velium stuff, so I did end up with like a decent amount of Velium stuff. I got a scimitar, a hammer, this oh, here it is. I got another hammer off that giant. One of them had a 2-hander. I'll vendor that probably. So on and so forth. So we got a little stockpile of Velium weapons out of there. All right. Well, I got a named mob, I guess, by accident. God damn it! I can't fucking sit. And it's pissing me off. Because I need to med. I don't have a lot of mana. What's up, Colonel? The Colonel? Fuck. Totally trained that guy. Oh shit! I know this guy. Let's see what the name dude drops. Let's see, what did he drop? Just a Valium Rapier. Okay. Well, he didn't drop crap. Well. It is what he is. What it is what it is. It was a named dude. What was his name again? Doesn't say. You have slain. Graktar Bluehammer. Alright, I mean, that was it. Just killing a guard. He's got a mug in his hand. A crude Stein, 15 charisma. And you know what? That's when we vendor, like it matters. We could put the Stein on, and that'll put us at 75 charisma, which is a break point. That getting to 75 charisma really changes the prices on the vendors when we sell or when we buy. Not a big deal, but you know, depending on what we end up using our money on, maybe it'll matter one day. Like I said, not a big deal, just something I can do. I went and killed a hill giant. I've been doing the world tour. I'm watching the Lakers game. I went and killed a hill giant. There's a level 60 monk there just farming everything, so what are you gonna do? But I did sneak one in. They're pretty damn tough still. Dropped 37 plat, was it? Can I scroll up? Yeah, right there. 37 plat, 5 gold. And I actually went to Lower Guck to see if I can kill some of like the entrance mobs, but they're already green and light blue. So I didn't want to get in any deeper than that. You know, like you'll end up getting rooted and stuff, and it's just a bad news. So I'm still cool with the live Guck frogs, and so I want to keep it like that. Can't imagine navigating Upper Guck when they're all pissed at you on hardcore. I don't have invis or anything. I mean, I could pop. I do have the pots, so you could pop a pot, but Upper Guck. I mean, so you could do Lower Guck live side, but that'll screw up your Upper Guck faction. So, yeah. So I'm just kind of aimlessly running around, thinking of what I want to do. And you know what happened is Furiona Vi was so good. It was actually so good that I've got that syndrome now where I'm going around to all these other spots and I'm just like, this sucks. And then I go somewhere else and I'm like, this sucks. And then I go somewhere else and I'm like, this sucks. And nothing can fill that void that Furiona Vi did. So I think I actually might go to the Dreadlands and see how the Drollvargs are in the Dreadlands. Maybe I could make camp on the wall of Karner's Castle and pull there. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Just running around, looking at stuff. I'm mainly just focusing on the game anyways, so running around and wasting time doesn't bother me too much. So I think I'll do I'll go to Kunark because I got a bunch more time in this game. And might as well waste your time running around looking for silly stuff when you're not really playing in the first place. So I don't want to like constantly grind mobs because then my attention will be here instead of watching the game, which is what I want to do. But anyways, just explaining what I was doing. Lower Guck is a no-go, at least right now. You know what I actually kind of want to do is I do want to kill like a handful of undead frogs so that I can then go into Guck live side, and then I can walk all the way. Oh my god, I could walk all the way to the Evil Eye, and then I can kill Evil Eye and get a bag, and not lose my faction. Because the last thing I want to do is kill Evil Eye, and then everything's pissed at me on the run out, you know? Then I'm dead. So I would like to farm enough undead frogs to where I have a little wiggle room where I can kill, you know, live side without losing too much faction, and get myself a bag. And who knows, maybe there's something else I want from like a named mob if they're up. In fact, actually, if the I don't want to, it would require killing too much, but if the Minotaur dude was up, not Minotaur Lord? I don't know, I forget. If the Elder Minotaur was up, then you know, that I don't remember what it's called exactly. I call it Chernobyl. The neck piece, that would be nice. But I mean, what are the odds of him just being up and sitting there, you know? You'd probably have to kill the placeholder, and then that's not good. So anyways, all right, so let's get this going. But I've been killing the sisters, but I've been killing both sisters. So well, obviously both sisters. I meant both sets of sisters. Both pair of sisters. I would have loved to get into it more, but we were running out of time, and I had to rebuff. So, stuff. All right. So I found I was dad camping at first and leveling up my skills, but that's not entertaining at all. So let's skip that. And let's go straight to how I feel like you can like fill more time, have less downtime, and that's by killing both sisters. But you have to sit, tick, dance a lot. And we'll show you here. So we killed the first one, waiting for the second one to pop. She should pop any minute now because I just kill them back to back. And then we're gonna run and kill the other pair. And we're gonna stay at full mana the whole time. And then there's an alternative way to do this by only killing 2 sisters instead of 4. And doing so, you can level up like piercing and defense, which is what I was doing. And also what I was doing is alternatively, you can only do one or the other, piercing and defense, or you can do like a skill. Like I was getting my evocation up because my evocation is really low. So I'll show that like at the end. But since we have everything perfectly lined up, we're gonna start with the 2 sets of sisters. Now, oftentimes I'll have aggro. And if that's the case, I just run them around. So let me get in closer now that I don't have aggro, because I'm gonna heal my pet on this next tick. But you need to sit a lot. To keep, come on, dude. We lost so much mana on those 3 fizzles, and we're missing our sit tick. Brutal. That was brutal. Usually when they're running, I go in for the kill. That's a lot of shit. Okay, and then my mana's so low now. That was a disaster. So now we're gonna run to the other sisters through the mountain pass here. Shortcut. We might actually be early because that chick died immediately. Let's harder to run this way than the other way. I'm gonna run backwards to try to reduce my fall damage. I don't think I did very well. Whatever. And then on my way over here, this is a disaster because of those fizzles. That was crazy. I'm gonna sit every time the world tick is gonna happen because I need all the mana I can get. Now, what I was reminded of... One sec, I'll get to that. What I was reminded of by I'm not that kind of bear was that at level 44... Wait, no? No, it was Redo, I'm sorry. I get reminded of a lot of things. I think this one was Redo. That I get Spiritual Light at 44, and we're about to ding 44. So here's the hut for the second sisters. At least I have time to sit here and get a couple of ticks in. Because that last sister did die really quick. So we're going to get a couple of extra ticks in here. I could actually sell off during this time. These axes weigh an absolute crap load. Dude, small ring mail chest. It's pretty legit. Couple axes there too, unless she's up. She's not up yet. Perfect. So even though we got those fizzles and stuff, we actually took that sister down so fast that we have a little extra time. Okay, so now we'll pull the first sister and we are back on track. All right. So we're still getting our piercing up a little bit, but not really, not like you can be. Gotta resist there. And now I'm gonna have aggro for a second, so I'm just gonna run around and sit when I need, or when I can. That's not bad. Pet's picking it up pretty good. So we're actually good. So I'll just sit in med, and then when she runs, I'll go help and fight her to help get my skill up, really. That's like the only real reason to do it. I'm still going to sit when the tick goes by. Oh, I think it's because I gave him weapons finally. I hadn't given him weapons at first. Maybe that's why he's killing them faster. The other good news is, when I go to get Spiritual Light, we're already here in Butcher Block. So we're going to go over to Kelethin, because there's a Beastlord trainer and spell vendor in Kelethin now. So we got a bard kite and stuff over there. Okay, our mana is maxed out. So perfect. Beastlords also get another dot at 44, but it's not available to us at this point in time on this server, so I will not be getting that dot. But we do get Spiritual Light, which is 3 mana tick, or 3 mana per tick. So that's going to be massive. That's going to be huge. That's going to be a game changer, really. All right. So we'll take her down. Yeah, my pet actually absolutely destroys these now because I gave him weapons. So this is going to be this is going to give us more time to med. We're actually at full frickin' mana. So we're only going to have to sit now and again. Now, obviously, my pet's at 70%, but he regenerates so fast that he'll be at max by the time we get back. So I'm at max mana already. So we'll just run back over to the other spot. Obviously, we're getting double the XP as we were when we were dad camping. When you're dad camping, you're getting like 17% per hour. So I'm assuming when you're doing this, you're getting 34% an hour. So it's nothing crazy. It's just nice, chill, and relax. And if you're just looking for something chill and relax. Now, the dad camping part, where if you're just doing one pair of sisters, that's super, super chill. Like, you have all the time in the world, because it's like an 8-minute spawn, you have all the time in the world to regenerate your mana and life. And to run to the docks and sell. If you're doing these sisters, you run to the docks and sell. As you can see here, the pet's already at 91%. He's going to be maxed out here in a minute. He runs around the long way. I'm already maxing out here. So what I would do, and we'll do it on like the last one, so after maybe 2 more rounds of this, is if I want to level up my defense and my piercing, which my defense is actually kind of behind now because I've been playing so lame lately. My defense is at 189. When the max is probably, what level am I? So what would the max be, like 210? Because defense is always 5 behind or 10 behind? I don't remember. So my max defense is probably 205 or 210, and it's at 189 right now, so it is a little behind. Piercing naturally is way behind because we just started using piercing, so my piercing's at 111. So it is going up though. Or no, it's not. It's at 112. So it is going up. My conjuration is still going up as well. I don't know why it's so far behind when we use it every single fight. But nevertheless, conjuration is somehow lower than defense. It's at 187. So we're still using 2 conjuration spells per mob while leveling, and we're going to continue to do that. So hopefully it gets caught up. It's about, conjuration can for sure be 210 right now because my alteration's 210. At the very least, if not more. I don't know. So yeah, it's behind by 23 at least. So hopefully we'll continue to get that up so I fizzle less, because the bigger dot still fizzles a little bit, the envenomed breath, which is annoying. This is actually a long time. So when I didn't give my pet weapons, I wasn't having that much downtime. Like, that's a chunk of downtime. That was a chunk of downtime. Which is good. I mean, the more downtime, the better. The less of a tight squeeze it is, unless we have to, like, sit dance on the way over there. Because, I mean, nobody really wants to do that. But I'm playing the same way, like kind of a shamany type of way. And we're killing 4 mobs in 8 minutes, so it's 2 mobs, or it's a mob every 2 minutes, which isn't bad. We'll heal the pet here, and then we'll help on her if she's still alive at that point. Never mind. Oh. I guess we will. Why is she not running? It's like a decent platform. We've talked about this a billion times in the past. I've lived here on the Necro for a long time. Shit, I did duo Necros with the mage. And then I soloed here on the Necro. And myself as a Necro Shaman combo. Necro Shaman combo? No, Shaman Mage combo? Oh man. Yeah. Shaman and the Mage on P99. We did some of this as well. Man, that was hard to remember what we did. Apparently people want to run a bunch of equipment outside right now though, so sorry if the mic picks that up. Pet's actually getting worked a bit here. So we'll toss him a heal. What is she at? She's getting there a bit. Crazy how fast the pet kills her, and then when we just need a killer like the last 15% and I'm helping him, it just takes so long. So anyways, that's the circuit, and then I'm back running. I mean, this isn't breaking news or anything. This has been a camp forever and a day. But it's doable on the old Beastlord here. And pretty easy, and the XP's not great. The XP shows 21% because I was dad camping it for quite a while before I started doing both. But dad camping it has its point. I like dad camps a lot. It gives me time to do other stuff. Like if I need to edit, say, like the video that I'm gonna put out next, I need to, you know, edit that or whatever. I can be doing that during the downtime while I'm medding and waiting for the next spawn during the dad camp. Or, you know, you could be, I don't know, playing another game. You could be working. You could be doing whatever it is. But now we have a little bit of time to once again just keep ourselves pretty light here. And we got the bank right here. I went into oh shit, what am I doing? I went into Caladim and sold at the, and coined up at the bank. I thought I just saw her. Saw a ghost. I'll give myself a heal here, and then we'll pull her. But we're about to get the ding here. We might get it off on these two. Not 100% sure. We got the Bilgums and the Dundums. And once again, if you aren't familiar with this camp, I think everybody's pretty familiar with this camp, or these camps, but oh, whoops. Or double fizzle. Cool. Sendrith has done it, and I've done it a bunch, like I said. What's up, Bomble? The stand to wave. Or whoops. What is happening? Where is my text? Whatever. Sorry, dude. I meant to wave. I just fucking suck. You could also set up a macro if you care that much and just pull them out or target them with a macro. I just don't care. I start doing too much stuff like macros and all these kind of different things, and then I just get disinterested. And you know what I mean? I get bored. Then, you know, the less shit I have to do, kind of the more bored I'm gonna get. And even though, you know, it's nice to have things to get you to do less, it's kind of like going back, if you guys watched that Bard poll that I posted, I keep going back to that. But you know, we got Melody on this server for Bards. And I've tried Melody out before, like on a TLP. But, you know, I don't know. And I understand. I even mentioned it. I think I mentioned it in that video. And it's actually a meme at this point. That video is really old, but it's a current meme. It's probably been a meme for a long time. But playing a bard will give you, like, carpal tunnel. Because having to, like, hold your hand all screwed up doing circles and having to play all your different songs. Let's get this. So we did ding. That dinged us right there. So very cool. I'm behind on mana, man. What happened? I mean, we have time, so we'll get it up. Twist your songs. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word twist. I was like, weave? Are you song weaving? I don't. It's like World of Warcraft. If you do anything inside of what you're normally doing, you just add weaving to it. Everything's something weaving. All right. So, anyways, I'll just give an example of me leveling up my doing the old dad camp and leveling up my stuff here. So let's at least put on the AC buff. Our mana doesn't matter anymore at this point. What I should probably actually do at this point actually is redo quickening on the pet. Because quickening likes to run out nice and quick. Anyways, so here's something that it's giving me weird feels. Is my old guild. So I always talk about like raiding a ton. That I wish I recorded. I wish I recorded videos back then, and I just didn't. And this is like in 2019. I raided a ton. I started on a TLP in Classic the day it launched, and I raided 3 times a week, 3 hours on Tuesday, 3 hours on Thursday, and 4 hours on Saturday. And I did that I had a very set schedule back then. This was at my old place of work. Whoops, tainted breath. What I meant to do was slower. Anywho. Oh, interrupted. So to get my defense and my skill up, it's not rocket science. But I just sit here and I'll just kill her. I'll just face tank the whole time. And then obviously you can't regen your mana when you're face tanking, so your mana's taking a fat shit. And also I'm gonna like lose a lot of life. It probably won't be that bad right now, but you know, you're losing life and you're not regaining mana, and then you're gonna take another sister back to back. Giggity. And then after you kill the 2, you have like 6 straight minutes to regen. So you just regen everything you need. The other option that I was doing is I was getting my direct damage. I was just using the cheapest one. And then I'm just spamming direct damage. Instead of, so like if my piercing is maxed or whatever and my defense is great, everything's good that sense. If I have any casting skill that needs work with with a dad camp, you could just work on that stuff. This isn't rocket science. I know I'm like preaching to the choir. Everybody knows this stuff, but I'm just saying this is the beauty of dad camps, and this is what I was doing So my piercing is now up to 112. My defense got up a little bit. And also my evocation is up a bit now. My evocation was in the dumps. So let's do like just one shot evocation. I'll still dot her up. Resist. She's dying so fast now, though. I mean, you could just not put... Anyways, I'll sit, and then I'll nuke, and then I'll sit. And then after the world tick, I'll nuke again. You don't have to do it this way, because you have so much time on dad camps to regen mana. But now I'm just like casting evocation spell over and over and over every tick. I mean, the other option is, and then what I was doing also is like, while you're waiting, if you're watching TV, like I'm watching the Lakers game or something, and say I'm at full mana, but they haven't respawned yet, you can just sit here and nuke your pet, just in case you didn't know or whatever. It says your spell does not take hold, which is true, but that doesn't stop you from getting a skill up. You can still get a skill up by just sitting here nuking your pet, which doesn't do anything but waste mana. So, there you have it. Another option. Anyways, we're heavy now. I guess we'll just run there like this. So I'm gonna run to Kelethin. And, I don't know where the Beastlord trainer is or anything like that, but I guess let's go find out. We'll talk a little bit about what I was talking about with the TLP server. So I reference TLP server sometimes. I've played on a few, but there's one specifically that I talk about a lot. That was Aerodune. And I was just talking about it when we were in Unrest the other day. And so basically what's happening, my history with that server, yeah, okay, so I started day one. I raided 3 days a week for a total of frickin' 10 hours a week. Every single week without missing a single freaking raid for like 2 years straight. It was wild. It was cool. It was fun. A lot of people were out of work because of COVID and stuff like that. I played a necromancer named COVID. Surname's 19. Title, the Epidemic, because Pandemic wasn't available. That wasn't an option. But there is a title, the Epidemic. And so I was COVID-19 the Epidemic, and I had it all perfect and spelled out. I was like one of like fucking 5 people who managed to log in the server immediately. Upon opening, I got lucky and I got my name. And COVID was the hottest shit right then. It just started. COVID, like the server came out. COVID happened in February that year, and the server came out in April. Is that right? Something like that. May, maybe. It was like super hot shit. And that was pretty cool because I joked around and I was like, haha, this name's gonna be irrelevant in like 3 months. I think I said that. It was relevant the entirety I played that server for 2 years straight. It was relevant. Obviously, everybody at this point knows, you know, COVID lasted too long. And yeah, I mean, I work in pharmacy. I just processed a bunch of Paxlovid orders today, which is COVID medication. Anyways, great time. Some of the best times I've ever had playing EverQuest, even though it was a TLP and not really classic. I like it classic, even though I get it. Quarm's not exactly classic either. But I like P99 vibes. I like Quarm vibes. TLP is as close to classic vibes as you can get playing official servers. So there's that. But there's still like pay-to-win shit. You can still buy buffs. You could still buy XP pots. You could still buy platinum straight from them, just like WoW. You just buy tokens or chrono and sell that to players, and you get, you know, it's pay to win. Especially with the new servers that everybody likes for some reason. And don't get me started, but the new servers that the new rule sets that they keep doing over and over and over is that everything's tradable and like tons of shit drops, and shit drops from every boss can drop shit from everywhere, and It's all tradable and whatever, whatever. So all people do is buy, you know, all they do is drop like $500 on Chrono, and then they just, every character is just an ultra twink. You know, I don't know. Maybe that's fun once in a while. But, you know, anyways. But that's the whole server. So I haven't played on any of those servers. There's been like, I guess there's been 2 of them now recently. Like recently as in like the last like 4 years. I haven't played any of those. I haven't played a TLP in I guess 5, well, whatever, maybe 5 years? However long it's been since 2 years after Aerodin launched. But, yeah, that's kind of like, that's the thing. Anyways, and there's a bunch of other shit that's changed. You guys know what it is. Like, when you die, you don't lose your body, and, I don't know. Lots of stuff. I mean, we've adopted a lot of it here. You know, we have melody, like I was saying, bards have melody on here. We have where you can, you know, you can like right click your spell book right here, and you can, you know, as I'm running, right, oh, fucking brownie, are you on me? No. You can like, you know, mem a spell real quick and keep running. You know, that's like a modern day quality of life. Spell sets, that's pro. I mean, we've adopted a lot of it, but even though we've adopted a ton of stuff, they still have just way more stuff than we do on this server. Anyways, all right. So point is, I don't know why I went on a tangent about that. It has nothing to do with anything. My point is, that guild that I raided with all that time, all those hours, all that time, they're starting on the new TLP that starts in like a month. Flex seal, nice. Tutor. And I saw the ping in Discord, and they're starting on, and I'm not saying I'm above like pay to win or whatever. I don't buy chronos, but I sell chronos to people. I like to farm money, and then I use the money to buy other people's chronos, because chronos are always going up in price. It's like a stock, basically. And the older the server is, the more it cost, you know, the more platinum a chrono's worth. So you always want to, you never want to be sitting on liquid cash. You want to turn that cash into chronos and sit on chronos, because chronos go up, and you know. Anyways, here's the bank. I do need that. Fucking barbarians, dude. They're gigantic. So this is what I do with evil races. Go right here. Let's coin up. So yeah, they're starting. So it's bittersweet for me, because you know, they're doing roll call. They're just basically like, hey, we're rolling, we're doing it again. You know, they kept going. Like I quit after I quit in mid Lost Dungeons of Norath with all my buddies. That's another thing, is like a lot of my real life friends I grew up with as a kid, a lot of them played on that server with me. And so there was like 6 of us or so. I don't know where a Beastlord trainer would be, honestly. What is this? What's this Smith? I'm just kind of like aimlessly running around, but could probably look it up. Meh, we'll just run around aimlessly for a while, and then I'll look it up. So you know, a lot of stuff there, but yeah. So anyways, I got the Discord ping like just a little bit of, oh fuck. Was that death? Was that death right there? Was that death right there? That might have been death right there. Look how far that is. Holy shit, I need to pay attention. I think that was death. I think I was a centimeter away from dying right now. How anticlimactic would that be? I don't want to be in this treehouse anymore. Where's this fucking trainer? We got to get out of here. Oh my god. That was crazy. What on earth? Okay, so what does he probably buy? They don't have shamans. So maybe by like the Druids? The Bards Guild. Holy shit, dudes. I think I almost died right there. Oh, man. I'm not in the mood to talk anymore. Jesus. Walking around willy-nilly. There's no way they're in here, right? This is like Warriors or Rangers or something. That's Rangers Guild. I'm waiting for one of these like fucking GMs to just want to clap me for some reason. This is the Warriors. Evergreen. This is Wasp, dude. Get lost, bro. How'd you get up here anyways? Alright, maybe I should look this shit up. So, I mean, that's about it. They're playing, and they're like, who's down? And, like, why I'm saying it's bittersweet is because, like, I want to be down, but I'm not really down, you know? What clown was outside your window honking that horn, bro? Sanner DM said in a comment. That's the corn guy, my guy. You know how I'm always saying corn guy. I don't know. It's like, it's probably more or less like a Southern California thing because we're near Mexico. But maybe they have it other places, maybe like Texas and other places that border Mexico. But there's a guy with like, you know, it's kind of like the, you know, old school like ice cream man. Instead of being in a truck, you're going down the street with like a push cart that's like a freezer and you have ice cream in it and you sell it old school way. It's like that, but instead you have the makings of corn with like a bunch of toppings and stuff. There's a couple different types of it. Let's go to PQDI. The most popular is like elote, so it's like one of them's on the cob and one of them's in like a cup. But it's basically like the one in the cup is like the popular one. You shave the corn off into a cup, and then you add like chili powder, like mayonnaise. That's basically that's the base of it. And you eat it out of a cup, and it's all hot mayonnaise, nothing better. Anyways, so when they come down the street, he honks the horn, the old school clown horn. But he comes by like every day. We don't have the ice cream man used to come by, but not so much anymore. It's the corn guy. All right, let's see. So I don't know, dudes. Obviously, I'm going to continue to play these characters, this server. Like this is my forever server. And no offense to P99 or anybody waiting for me to go back to P99, but the only way I go back to P99 at this point, I think, is if something happens to this server where it becomes a complete disaster, or like some egregious changes happen. Which I don't know. Beastlords and Kunark might sound egregious, but the reason I give it a pass is because this server will eventually get to a point, Lucklin, where Beastlords exist. So, Beastlords early, you know, it's crazy, it's wacky, but is it egregious enough for me to be like, fuck this server? No, not at all. I'm playing a Beastlord, in fact. Alright, who sells this? But, I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Like, Barbarian Paladins, I don't care. That's kind of cool. Wood Elf Beastlords, but I don't care. Speaking of which, where you at? Alright, let's see. Might as well regen some mana while I lollygag. Purchase from Wendon Farrellheart. Where are you? Okay, I see ya. I lost so. Let's put that back on. So he is way over there. Let's see if we can manage to get there. How does that look different than mine? Oh, okay, I see. Alright. Well, I know the general area he's in, but I don't know what level it is, so we'll figure it out. Anyways, so the only way to go back to P99 is something crazy egregious happened to the server, but so far it's been fine with me. Damn, I need to get over there. I mean, I could jump that, shoot that gap. I think I would easily make it, but I shouldn't do anything fucking stupid, so I guess I won't. Stub my toe on something and fall straight down, you know? So, yeah, this is my forever server. I plan on, like, retiring on this server, leveling a ton of characters on this server, having a ton of fun, and Luckland and Pop. But here's the thing. So that other server, let me tell you the rule set. So this TLP server that my guild, my old guild is doing, is that it starts in Luckland. I think you're stuck at level 50 for 6 months. How crazy is that? So all you got to do is get to 50, and then you raid log, basically. I think it's above me. And then I play TLPs until about the end of Pop. Once Pop is over and like LDON comes out, I'm pretty much done. So my lifespan on that server, say I were to play, would be a year, and then I'm done. I'm done with the server. I think they're in those buildings. Okay. That seems safe. Oh, we're crazy. Nitro Circus. Okay. If I were to play, I'd probably just raid log for 1 year and then quit the server and never play it again. I'm not saying I'm playing there. I'm just saying. Are you the guy? Merchant Aldean. I just want to see what you have. I know you're not the guy. Okay. Man, you think they would have like a... Oh yeah, somebody told me he's in this building. Duh. Somebody was like, he's in the building with the book. Fuck, I forgot about that. I can't... Motherfucker. I need shrink. Oops. I'm out. Oh, good thing on this server you could shrink outdoors. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to get in there. I'd have to do some weird finagling, but the door's kind of blocking my view to click on the guy. All right. All right, so there is the spell vendor. Okay, so I am looking for... What was it again? Can I hit Alt still? Yeah. Spiritual Light. Is that this one? It is. So we'll take that. Let's sell these axes while we're here. Cool, boys. And I don't have anything to do at a trainer. My trainer days are done. Who are you? Are you the trainer? Yeah, my training days are over. Oh, riposte. Did I never go back at 40? I thought I went back at 40. No, I said I was going to come here at 40, and I never did that. Let's train riposte. Wow. Whoops. I thought I did that. I obviously didn't. But we're here 4 days later. Or, what? 4 levels later, so no big deal. Dang. Well, there's an improvement. Forget that I didn't do that. Erase that from your memory. How far out are we? 2 days, maybe? SLL, till we can get a... We're 5 hours away from an encrusted ring. That means tomorrow. Tomorrow we go kill some giants and we get my frickin' ring back that I vendored, thinking I could just farm them and vendor them. Not familiar with that ring. and that's what happens. All right, cool. So now, let's see how long this buff lasts. Now we have the 3 mana per tick, which is going to be huge because this is obviously going to work when you're standing and fighting. You know, also when you're sitting and meting, you'll met even faster, but I think the most beneficial part of it is that when you're standing and fighting, you still have this like consistent mana coming in. And yeah, it's only 3, which doesn't sound like a lot, but my mana pool is tiny. How much mana do I have? 957? I don't know, kind of sounds like a lot, but I'm pretty sure that's super tiny. So let's cast this bad boy on me. And then I think we're calling it. I don't know how long this episode may be. If it's short, my bad. I have to take a couple different days and put them into one. So I honestly have no idea how long this is. But it was really weird. I feel like we didn't kill a lot. I feel like I just talked and ran around and just didn't do shit that much. So what are we doing here? What would this regen? Health, mana, spiritual light? Now the tooltip says it gives you 3 health. But it didn't say health. It didn't say health per tick. It just says literally 3 health. But the mana says per tick. So let's see if I go to 960. Oh wait, no. Let's see if I go to 1237 health. Of course we fizzle it. Why not? Does it really give me 3 health a tick? I don't know why it reads weird. It literally says, and we have. Oh wait, no. Shit. It says right here, effect type, increase mana by 3 per tick. And then the second effect type, increases hit points by 3. Period. Doesn't say anything about a tick or anything. But my health didn't go up 3. I'm still at the exact same health. So maybe it's per tick. If that's the case, that's insane. 3 health and 3 mana per tick for a hybrid is actually insanely useful. Super cool. So that's really it. I don't know. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that whole TLP situation. Part of me wants to play with the old homies, you know what I mean? It's different. It's completely different. Like on a server like this, as a necromancer, all I do in raids is like buff, debuff, and mana battery. That's all I do. But on a TLP, like in Classic and in Kunark, I was like some of the top DPS or the top DPS. I was laying in to bosses, and they don't die. Like, it's really weird because you think that the Classic, you know, this being say Classic, you think that it would be harder, right? Which maybe it is. I don't know. But when we were killing Trachanon, we killed him in literally 10 seconds. Like 10 seconds from engaging to he's dead. But on like a TLP, they've adjusted things. They've given things more life. They've just adjusted things. It's a different game, and it takes time to kill Trachanon, and you have to do all the mechanics. He's summoning you, and he's punting your tank to the back to his room or whatever, and all these different things. And so some things can be a little more difficult, even though it's a TLP and it's easier in general. But some of the rating can be different, take longer at the very least. If you just want to say it takes longer, yeah. But what's cool is they've adjusted some of the like resists and stuff, and there's still belly casters and all that kind of shit. But you can land dots. Like me as a necro on this server, I can't land dots on any bosses, like on any raids. Like nothing lands on anybody. But on there, I can, you know, you're going to get resist too, but you can land dots. And so you actually do DPS, and you actually play your class as a damage dealer instead of just like support and being a mana battery. You actually don't have to be a mana battery at all, because I don't know, clerics just have mana on TLPs because it is kind of an easier server. But raiding, I guess what I'm getting at is, even though it's like in general, it's easier, raiding is different. And raiding was actually, now I only have experience on here, raiding in Kunark and Classic. I haven't raided anything in Velius, and I probably won't, to be honest. I don't have time for that. Which leads me to another point. But raiding on here is kind of boring, I guess, at least as a necromancer. Whereas raiding on TLPs is kind of fun. It's long. There's a lot of trash and shit you got to do. But anyways, so it leads me to my final point. Why I probably won't play on that server is because I don't have time for that shit. You know what I mean? If I did, say I did raid log, that would take up 2 or 3 of my days. There would be days that I can't because I work the next day either too early or, you know, they're raiding on a Saturday. Say they have the same schedule as they had before. I used to have a set schedule, and that raid worked exactly perfect for my set schedule. And I don't have a set schedule anymore. My hours are all over the place. I work more hours. My days off are all over the place. It just wouldn't work now like it did then. That doesn't mean you can't play there. You can't raid occasionally and stuff like that. But anyways, I think it hinges on like some of my friends. Like if some of my real life friends wanted to give it a go, I might try to split my time. I'm pretty confident that I would be able to do both at once. I would probably only be interested in raid logging over there. And over here, I'd be more interested in like leveling characters and doing groups and stuff. If my friends played over there, obviously I'd do some groups and stuff, but I don't know. I'll say there's like a 10% chance that I play on that TLP. It was 0 until I got that ping from that guild. But we'll see how my friends react to that ping. I don't think they'll play either. I don't think anybody has time to like do what we did back when, you know, the first time around. But anyways, I'll let you guys go. I've just been sitting here blabbing, but that came up like right now, so I figured I would just bring it up. Like I said, 10% chance I play over there. I don't know if anybody's interested in that kind of stuff. Probably not. There's probably a few people, because I think there's some people that watch this that play on TLPs. There is for sure some people. What's crazy to me is that, and that would be cool. That would be cool for me too, is like a bunch of my friends who I played with back then, and you can't recreate what happened back then, but everybody kind of wishes that I made the videos I make now when we were playing on that server, because it would be cool to see all that stuff and all of those raids. Like imagine cataloging every boss in the game, basically. Every single raid in Classic, every single raid in Kunark, every single raid in Velius, and then 100 times over. Every single week. It's the same shit over and over and over. So, you know, you can catalog a lot of cool stuff, and just getting all the loot and playing with your friends, and to be able to go back 5 years from now, which it's already been 5 years. So for like, if it were today, we'd be able to go back 5 years and check out those videos and be like, oh, remember when we killed Quarm for the first time or whatever, you know, stuff like that. So that would be cool. That's kind of an incentive to me. I kind of want to catalog that kind of stuff. But again, at the end of the day, I just don't think it would work out like it did back then. And so it is what it is. Well, anyways, I've wasted way too much of your time. Blabbing, at least. Very little action on this video. But a couple of cool things did happen. We got Spiritual Light, which was unexpected at the start of this video. But after talking to Redo, and we did get a level. We are now level 44. One more level after this, and we are going to be in another hell level at 45. My pet's already been light blue for a while now. I think we almost died by falling off the treehouse. That was crazy. That was crazy. Imagine. That was crazy. Then we're playing on that server then. No, I'm just kidding. I gotta get back on Hulk eventually, but I'm just having such a good run on this hardcore character that we just haven't gotten back on Hulk at all. But you know, he's due for some play. Anyways, all right, I will see you in the next video.